All right. Chapter 3, Teachings of Elidor 2. I am the prophet of the day. Now hear my voice. There is a law of compensation. Good always leads to good, and bad always leads to bad. Whatever the demands made upon you, they are always within reason. To you who defraud the poor and oppress the weak and defenseless, I tell you, your day is coming. You who make justice a bitter draught, or two-pronged weapon, or who twist the laws of the land to suit selfish ends, you shall not escape the remorseless. Divine justice. You who hate those who expose your evil ways and drag dark deeds out into the light of day, you scorners of honest men, you bribers and acceptors of bribes, have a pleasant hour, for a grimmer day will dawn. You who harvest in fields you have not plowed, who snatch a few pennies from the poverty-stricken, you who connive with the forces of ignorance, who are self-deceivers, thinking yourselves learned, you who walk in the comforting security of God-bestowed riches, unheeding of your duty, enjoy your hour, the reckoning awaits. You who are self-satisfied, priest-deluded, going about like blind men, led by the blind, who dwell under a cloud of shamelessness, gaining riches and power by the ignorance and weakness of others. You who say, by our own strength we have accomplished our own ends, rejoice while you may. The day will come when you will be severed from your possessions. What will you have then? The inheritance of eternity is for the upright and frugal, but the wicked and wasters shall be shut out from the places of contentment and peace. Hear my voice. Let every man deal justly with another. Speak the truth. Seek the path of true justice, and never say, we need seek no further. Walk in ways of modesty and simplicity, shunning all forms of deceit and hypocrisy. Seek earnestly and diligently, and surely you will find, but expect no results if you are half-hearted and lukewarm. Hear my voice, for I am one who has tasted the waters of truth at their source. I come to scatter the seeds of wisdom and enlightenment over the whole earth. The edge of my words has been sharpened on the whetstone of inspiration, and the comforting companionship of spirits has stilled the tumult within my bowels. I am a smooth, polished arrow shaft of inspiration waiting in the quiver of my mission. My tongue is a sword stabbing at the cuirass of worldliness to open a wound exposing the sensitive conscience beneath. Do not delude yourselves that because I am among you, I have chosen you above others. I have come among the worst, not the best, and I am charged to go to all men. Yet though I come as an eagle to strike the foxes who seek to wreck the fowl pen, I come also to salve the wounds of the brokenhearted and to lead those captive in ignorance to freedom. I come also to those whose hearts are fastened with the bolts of intolerance and prejudice, and to replace misery with beauty and glory in place of degradation. I am a planter of acorns intended to rise up into oak trees of divinity. I am not a prophet of new doctrines, neither do I declare truth to be a new thing. Truth remains always the same, however she is clothed. I am not a foreteller of the future and do not claim the ability to know the end of any one of you or even my own. What lies ahead for any one of you is in your hands. Some things are certainly revealed to me, and these I must reveal to you, for this is the obligation of a prophet. I come among you not as a miracle worker, but as one charged with the duty of warning you openly. Among you are many who make secret mockery of their religion, or who conceal their true beliefs behind a false facade of righteousness. To those I say, beware, awake to truth, for you are deceived by worldliness. They have failed the test of life, they are victims of its delusions. Hear my voice, every man is the maker of himself. This is truth. No man can intercede for another, and could anyone sacrifice his soul spirit for another, such sacrifice would not be permitted by the Supreme Spirit, who is the essence of justice. As a man makes himself, so will he be known. Do not reject me because I differ not from you. Had the powers above chosen one of their number to be a messenger and sent him down among men, then surely the appointed one would have taken the form of a man. He would have been clothed as a man are clothed and eaten as men eat. He would not have been some freakish creature having wings or 2 heads. Man's body was made to serve man, and if a messenger from above comes to men, shall it not serve him also? Therefore I speak in words of men and act as men act. I make no claim to be more than man. You say to yourselves, why should we listen to this one who is no more than a man seeking to change our ways and undermine the teachings of our fathers? I say, have I come with guileful tongue and lips coated with honey? Do I wear garments of silk and linen and eat at tables of luxury? I do not come to speak pleasantries to you, but to declare the harsh and unavoidable truth. What I bring is not a honeyed drink, but a bitter draught. Are these the wares of a false prophet? If I am in error, then all I endure is in vain. If I am wrong, then on me is the punishment, but I have the assurance of certainty. What I have can be any man's if he is prepared to suffer and endure as I did. I make no claim to having received illumination as a gift or as a reward of righteousness. I receive it because I toiled and suffered for it. I paid for it in my anguish and austerity. I deprived myself of worldly pleasures and comforts for spiritual knowledge. Do you expect to obtain what I paid for so dearly for nothing? To know truth, you must accept my word or follow the road I trod. You have the choice. If the things of which I speak be fabricated by myself or be the fruits of my imagination, then I am like one who labors without wages, for I toil and suffer without gain. Even worse, I damn myself before the judgment seat of truth. Therefore I am convinced of their truth. What cause have you to doubt my words? I do not come before you declaring myself the confidant of the Supreme Spirit, the knower of secrets unattainable by others. I do not lay claim to miraculous powers, neither do I pretend to have the ability to forgive sins. These things are beyond the ability of any man. This I do declare to you, I am no superior being, no angel descended from the heavens above. I am a man such as you. Will you not hear me as brother listens to brother? Will you pay less attention because I am cast in the same mold as yourselves? Hear my voice, for I have come to awaken those who sleep. I come to lead the blind. I am the eyes of those who do not see. I am not a beguiler promising soft beds or comfort. I come as a warner against those who promise an easy way, and I raise my voice against any who lull you into indolence by declaring the ability to intercede for you. There is no easy way, and no one can intercede for another. Each man is the master of his own fate. As each man plants, so shall he garner, and as he molds himself, so shall he come forth. There is always a day of reckoning. Long years I struggled and prepared myself, seeking to discover truth and the purpose of life. Then the day came when I entered into the sleep which awakens the soul spirit. Then, when the truth was revealed, I saw myself as one seeking for selfish ends, for the satisfaction and contentment of knowing. When first I was charged with the burden of a prophet, my heart cried out, is it for this greater affliction that I have suffered and toiled? Where is my reward? I, who should be strong, was weak. The inner voice of my conscience came to my aid, and I obeyed its command. I devoted my full attention to the instructing voices. I tested them for reality and knew they were no delusion. I acted only upon the knowledge and proofs I had been given. I am not a bearer of idle tales. Do you think me such a fool as to sacrifice all I held dear, to give up all I possessed, to come and preach a false doctrine to those who would repay me with nothing but scorn? Do you consider me so lacking in wit that I would commit such an act of folly? Do not disregard what I have to say. The words I speak were dearly bought. Do you treat them contemptuously because it was not you who paid the price? Hear and heed. I come to proclaim the way of truth. I can neither save you from the effects of your own errors nor remit even the slightest transgression. I can only point the way. I can only offer myself as a guide. I cannot drive you. I cannot carry you. Neither can I assume responsibility for your fate. If you are bent under a burden of sorrow, then I will lighten your load. If you are oppressed, I will come to your aid. If you are lonely, then I am your friend. My hand is ever ready to help. All things within my power to give I gladly offer, whether they be of this world or transcending it. False promises to gain popularity, fair words to make friends, appeasing words to turn away anger, those I cannot give. A day will come when we shall all stand naked before the glare of truth. That day I do not fear. Can the comforting prophet so readily acceptable speak likewise? Sons of fools are fathers of fools. If you will not accept my words of truth, you deny them to your children. Revile me as you will. Sheep bleat and asses bray, but the stalking wolf makes no reply. Your clamor for signs and say, cause these trees to become uprooted and dance. This will well to flow with wine, or he who died 3 days ago to rise up from the grave and live, and we will believe. You ask for childish things contrary to any law, and therefore beyond my power. Even could I perform such miracles to gain your belief, I would refrain, for what would such belief be worth? Just one miracle could convert the whole of mankind, but even then the price is too high for such a worthless gain. Go your own ways, follow your undisturbing beliefs. Had it been in accord with the creating intent, you could all have been born perfect in righteousness, but what would you have been then? Mere puppets dangling from the hand above. The divine intent was not to create puppets. What end could they serve? The Supreme Spirit wants men with free will, capable of decision, free men reaching upwards to divinity, choosing it for their own accord. I follow my belief, you follow yours, me to my end and you to yours. You look upon me and say in your hearts, can we believe him? Yes, look upon me and see how I live. Do I not live by my own words? Now look upon those who declare me to be a false prophet. Who are they? Are they not those who trample others underfoot in a scramble for power? Do they not thrust the orphan aside and permit the poor to starve in the midst of plenty? Who is the less hypocritical, the man to follow and believe? May the woes of the world descend upon those who pray with the lips while their hearts remain dead and unmoved. Likewise, those who display devotion in public places but turn a hungry man away from their back gate. Let them suffer no less who worship in the daylight but in the darkness of night indulge in whispers of scandal